Good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go ahead and do me a favor. You know what I'm going to ask, you know what I'm going to say. Hit that like button for us, guys. Hit the like button for us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let everybody else know that we are live. Yes, go ahead and hit that like button for us. Thank you so much, guys. As always, public service announcement. Let's keep it clean. Let's be kind to each other. Okay. And let's go ahead and, honestly, just keep it moving and keep enjoying to, excuse me, keep enjoying ourselves. Thank you so much. If you'd like to go ahead and become part of the family, go ahead and become part of the family like those others who have decided to join. Shout out to all of the members of the Misfits family. You guys are awesome, keeping the lights on. So thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As far as the rest is concerned, ladies and gentlemen, very simple. It is the AFC East show. Thank you very much. Where we will be recapping week 13 and then looking ahead at week 14 for our divisional opponents. Why? Because I've told you this, guys, already. The easiest path for the Dolphins to get to the playoffs and then Super Bowl is by winning the division. So far, each week we inch ever so slightly towards our goal. So yeah, so I'd like to go ahead and just remind us, check where we are, give us an idea, so that we can go ahead and kind of gauge where our partners are doing, in the AFC. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's say good morning to y'all. Good morning, Bob Young. Welcome, sir. Dolphin Thirsty, welcome. How you doing? Dolphin number one fan, welcome. Timothy, welcome. Jeremiah, welcome as always. Scotty, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Good morning, Shekel, welcome. Scotty says, I love watching sports media, seeing everybody freak out. We're number one and reaching to explain why we don't deserve it. Please, is my soul. How hurt all non-Dolphin fans are. You know what? Hey, let them. If they want to be in that misery, that's on them. All I know is me and mine, Dolphin fans. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We know the truth. We know the truth. We can enjoy ourselves, but don't worry. We will discuss the Dolphins because we're still in the East, right? But we leave us to the end because if not, it'd be like a very short show. Because all we'd be talking about is just Dolphins. So we like to break it up in a week, talk about the whole AFC. Good morning, Robert. Welcome, sir. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, holy scamoli, guys. I mean, it's gonna be kind of simple and easy. God, AFCE. Besides the Dolphins, it's just hard watching these other teams. Like it really is. I can't even say it no more. Guys, don't ruin Hard Knocks for me. I didn't get a chance to see it yesterday. I had some technical difficulties. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it later today and react to it. But man, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. If it ain't the Dolphins, the AFC East is it's just, I mean, bad. And it was so promising at the beginning, but one team goes down after 60 seconds. The other one, I don't know what's going on. Their fearless leader is just not connecting with anybody, to say the least. And then one just literally lost hope, all hopes and dreams, and now is just focused till next year. So yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, sacrilegious not watching Harna. It's not because I didn't want to. Trust me, man. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it today. I just couldn't watch it last night, and then I got too tired. I went to sleep. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I can admit that. Okay. One second here. But you know what? The good thing is that it wasn't that hard of a week to really talk about the AFC because if we're gonna be honest, let's start real quick. Bills weren't a bye, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's not that hard. The Bills weren't a bye, and somehow they managed to lose on their bye. Like we won on our bye, we won on our second mini bye. We just keep winning. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. Everybody knock on some wood so we can continue to keep winning. But the Bills somehow, what's up, Chef Jew? They somehow find a way to lose, and they weren't even playing. What do you mean with Phins? Well, they were 10th in the AFC, and now they're 11th in the AFC standings. I was like, stop. No, way. Super way. And you know what? I mean, when you're on a bye, you really can't do much. But they found a way to do much. And man. So yeah, they lost a spot. Bills literally lost a spot. And now it's even harder for them to be able to get to, what they want, which at this point is to sneak into the playoffs and trying to make some noise. I'm out here hearing these Bills content creators wanting to have us in the first round because they think we'll be number two. They'll be number seven. And they really want the Dolphins that first round. The wild card weekend. And I'm like, are you sure you want the Dolphins this year? I don't think you can handle that much embarrassment losing to them in back to back weeks. It's very hard to beat a team three times in a season. You beat us once, but us being able to beat you back to back weeks in week 18 and then week one of the playoffs, I don't know if y'all can handle that. I'm just saying. But that's just me. And I'm talking strictly to the team, not to their fans. Fans, by all means, come with it. But I don't think that team can handle losing to the Dolphins twice. I don't think their front office can handle it. Uh, yeah, I don't think they can. And right now, to be honest with you, they haven't even done anything. Like I said, besides trying to get some of their guys back, obviously because well, they have had some injuries, like every other team. They really haven't had. I mean, there's really not much else. The last thing they did last week was elevate Jamarcus Ingram and wide receiver Andy Isabella to active rosters from the practice squad. That was it. That's all they did last week, you know, during the bye. But hey, now they got this week. Let's see what they do. Their upcoming game so far for the Bills, they got an interesting schedule. They got Kansas City now. Kansas City coming up. Their next five games, they're Kansas City Chiefs, Dallas Cowboys, Chargers, Patriots, Miami. They have a gauntlet. Now, again, some people might think it's not as hard as people may. No, that's a tough last 5 weeks. Listen, I'm not trying to be, whatever, but that's a tough 5 week. You're Super Bowl champs, Dallas Cowboys, who are number two or three in their conference. Chargers, okay, fine, it's a gimme game. Patriots are one in the lose, so they got two wins right there. And then the Dolphins, who are the number one team in the league. Well, number one team in the AFC, number two team in the league. So yeah, you're dealing with three powerhouse. Let me take that back. with two powerhouses with the Cowboys and the Dolphins, one half powerhouse with the Chiefs because they're and then Chargers, Patriots, who we both know are kind of now going for what's the highest pick we could possibly get in the Tankathon. Because yes, ladies and gentlemen, we checked that out too. Yeah, right now, unreal, but the Chargers are 12. They're 12 in the city. Patriots are number two. Patriots are not trying to. They're not trying to win. They want to get as high as possible of a pick. This is where they're at. And so right now they have the Kansas City Chiefs 4 o'clock this upcoming Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see how the Bills respond. I don't see Kansas City losing twice in a row. They did just lose to the Packers in a really intense game. So at this point, we'll see. It should be very interesting seeing how Kansas City responds. But to be honest with you, I think this is the year they actually do lose back-to-back games. Because I actually think before I was picking Kansas City to beat the Bills, but now taking a look at how weak that Kansas City offense is, their defense is good, but that Kansas City offense is just it's not that championship caliber. I actually think the Bills have a shot at winning this game wholeheartedly, and it's gonna be at Chiefs Kingdom, but they still have a shot to win. So I'm picking the Bills to win this game. To be honest with you, it's gonna be tough winning over there at Arrowhead, but I definitely do think that they can. And I think they might. The Bills might actually, because look, the Bills are still mathematically speaking, they're not out of it. If they were to win out somehow, beat every team, even including us, I do believe they have that opportunity to get that seventh seed. But it starts with 1 week at a time. They have to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's your Bills recap. Even though they were on a bye, we still have some stuff to talk about and consider. Because I mean, still the Bills. You know what I mean? We still gotta discuss where they're at. What's up, Scrappy? Welcome, guys. Keep hitting that like button for me. Yes, keep hitting that like button. Dolphin Don, welcome, sir. Chef Jew, welcome. Sax Man, welcome. Dean, welcome. Adam S, welcome. How you doing, gentlemen? Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Really appreciate all of you guys. I don't think I mentioned anybody else. No, I didn't. Kidoki. Kansas City is actually fighting for a playoff spot now against Bills. This game is gonna be a dogfight. I agree, Scotty. This game is gonna be a dogfight. They're both fighting for their playoff lives. Because again, Bills cannot get to the playoffs with that. They can't afford to drop a game. They drop a game, in my opinion, they're not making the playoffs. They need this game. And Kansas City right now is fighting to stay top four in their division. Now, we all know they're going to win the division, but they might actually be the fourth team in the AFC when it's all settled. Hey, Delusional, welcome. Ryan AP, welcome, welcome. How you doing? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's your Bills recap. Let's move on to our next game. Oh, Patriots lose to the Chargers, zig zero, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, are you really surprised at this point? No. Oh my God. I literally can't. I literally can't. I'm just so, I don't even know what to say no more. It's so annoying that the Bills, they're kind of like they're struggling, you know what I mean, to get into the playoffs, so that's fine. But when it comes to the playoffs, I just hate that they're getting what they want because they knew they're bums, but they're 2-10, 1-6 at home. Chargers are 5-7, 3-3 away. No scoring in the first quarter. Chargers get two field goals in the second. Nobody scores the rest of the game. Oh God, it was just bad. You got Justin Herbert, 22 of 37, 212 yards, zero touchdowns, zero interceptions, zero sacks. Billy Zappi, because as you may or may not know, McCorkle Jones got benched. He went 13 for 25, 141 yards, zero touchdowns, zero interceptions. He took 5 sacks for a loss of 32 yards as well. As far as the LA rushing, Eckler, 14 carries, 18 yards. That shout out to the Patriots defense, who pretty much, yeah, you got a bunch of touches to go nowhere. So that was that. Joshua Kelly had 6 for 16. Herbert even had 4 for -5 yards as far as when it comes to rushing. Ezekiel Elliott making a sighting for no reason because you were on my bench, sir. 17 carries, 52 yards. Um, Taquan Thornton, 1 carry, 39. Ramondre Stevenson, 9 carries, 39. Billy Zappi, 4 carries, 16. Ty Montgomery, 1 for 2. Then you had the receivers for the Chargers. Keenan Allen, 5 receptions out of 9 for 58 yards. Nowhere to be found. You had to put him out on a milk carton. Quentin Johnston, 5 receptions out of 7, 52 yards. Gerald Everett, 4 out of 5 for 44. Alex Erickson, 1 for 1 for 23. So on and so forth. For the New England Patriots, you had Devontae Parker, 4 of 9 for 64. Elliott, 4 of 5 for 40. Hunter Henry, 2 of 4 for 15. Juju, 1 of 3 for 11. This was it's just such bad play. My God. I can't. It's just really bad play. It really is. At this point, it really is. Who had the better defense? I guess the Chargers did because the Patriots didn't get any points. You know what I mean? But were they even trying? I mean, at this point right now, LA Chargers are third in their division in the AFC West standings at 5-7. You got Kansas City 8-4, Denver 6-6, Chargers 5-7, Raiders are 5-7. So right now, I mean, it's a bad division. Kansas City more than likely will win this division. I do believe that. Denver's making a push for the playoffs. Vegas and Chargers are out. They're done. Mathematically speaking, they don't have a shot. They really don't. I mean, unless Kansas City just completely lays down and doesn't even make the playoffs, none of those teams have a shot. Only Denver has a shot because they only have 6 losses. If they were to go ahead and do a nice little run and win some games out of the last 5 weeks we have, they have a shot at perhaps getting in and sneaking in that maybe seventh or sixth position. And obviously, you already know dead last in the conference are the Patriots, and in the division at 2-10. Oh God, I just you can't. It's just bad football. You know what I mean? Like I personally don't mind because I'm not a Patriots fan, you know what I mean? Like, and I can't stand the Patriots. 20 years of ruining my life as a Dolphin fan. Just unknowingly winning. And I did take joy in being able to be the one team he has a losing record to. What's his name? Brady, but not a losing record, but you know what I mean. The most losses he has versus the Dolphins. We just played him like back in the day when the Milwaukee Bucks used to play versus the Miami Heat. They sucked, but they always played the Heat super hard. I'm like, why do we lose to the Milwaukee Bucks? Where is Milwaukee? Like literally, I still remember as a kid asking my dad, I'm like, Dad, I don't even know where Milwaukee is. I don't even know how to say Milwaukee. Is it Milky Walkie? Like, what are we saying? So yeah, we were that to the Patriots how they were to the Heat. It's so annoying, but we were. And my God, two field goals. They couldn't even get into the end zone for the Chargers. It's just like nobody wanted to play this game. Nobody. Literally nobody wanted to play this game. You had, no lie, let me tell you the first half between both teams. They just got the ball first. Punt, punt, fumble, punt, punt, field goals by the Charger. Punt, field goal by the Chargers. End of half. A kneel down by the Patriots. End of the half. Second half. Chargers get the ball. Punt. Turnover on downs. Patriots. Chargers punt. Another turnover on downs from the Patriots. Chargers kneel it to win the game. I don't know what else you could say. They're on a tankathon clearly, and it's working, and it's annoying. Just say. Delusional Patriots fan says Herbert was looking like Tim Boyle. Well, I can't wait to talk about the Jets next. You'll see what I mean. And don't forget, Broncos own the tiebreaker over Buffalo. You're right, Dolphin Don. Man, that's horrible. What's up, Greg Neal? This is the healthiest Parker's ever been with no QB. I'm telling you, that guy can't catch a break, man. I'm telling you. But yeah, that was that team, guys, and it's just awful. It really was. Just a horrible game. What else are you gonna do? It's just a horrible game. It is what it is at this point. Chargers are 12th in the conference with 5-7, and like I told you, New England is 16th in the conference. They're both done for the season. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and now talk about the other game of the week from our compadres in the AFC East. But before we do me a favor, guys. Let's go ahead and support those who do support the channel, like Mr. Chef Jew and Chef Jew's Catering. Looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, or office party, etc., with mouth-watering cookies, cake, spice, and more, then go ahead and call Chef Jew at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096, or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Jew Catering for more information. And mention Miss Phins to get 10% off your catering order. Absolutely. Let's support those who do support the channel. As y'all know, Chef Jew super supports this channel, man. So I appreciate you. He's like the ambassador of all Dolphins content creators. Yeah. The star of the game was Dicker the kicker. That's their kicker, Miss Phins. I ain't being disrespectful. I know. It's ridiculous. The Chargers won that game. The Chargers kicker literally won that game. It's ridiculous. But on to the Jets. The Jets lose to the Falcons. This is another one. Very interesting because Desmond Ritter literally just did just enough to squeak by the Jets. I just can't. Like this team. I'll tell you this though, that Jets defense is scoring, man. This game literally was 0-2 with that with Bijan Robinson taking that safety into the end zone. I just can't. It's just ridiculous. Excuse me. It was just ridiculous. I mean, at this point, holy smokes. Ended up being 13-8, ladies and gentlemen. The Falcons coming out with the win. Falcons are 6-6 now, 2-4 away. Jets are 4-8, 2-5 at home. They are mathematically eliminated. Okay? They're done. There are no more. The Jets are no more. Forevermore. 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 You've been eliminated. And yeah, let's get into this part real quick. 0-2 Jets. I mean, at least they were leading at one point in this game, at least. But what can you really say besides the fact that Jets really are trying really hard not to try? It's another team where you're like, man, it's like what happened? You know what I mean? Like what happened to the Jets? And we know what happened. They have no offense. That defense again is still really good with no offense. What do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect the defense to do? Score? They did. What else can they do, man? This is bad. Second quarter, Falcons, they scored a touchdown, making it 7-2. Then Zerline kicks a field goal, making it 7-5. It was actually a close game, right down to the very last minute, where Young Ho, who the Falcons kicker, kicked a 40-yarder to make it 10-5. It's still a winnable game. You're not out of it. Third quarter, Zerline with a kick, making it 10-8. It's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, absolutely opportunity to go ahead and still win this game. Nope. Young Hoku again. With 3 minutes 30 seconds left, kicks a field goal, making it 13-8. I mean, at least this game has some scoring. You know what I mean? Unlike the Patriots game, because that was really like, I would have rather watched paint dry. But with this one, at least you had some scoring. It's just, it's funny. When I was doing the League Wide Wednesday last week with my brother in color, shout out to my brother. I completely didn't even realize that Atlanta, because they were 5-6. I'm like, look at this team. They ain't going nowhere. They're 5-6. They gotta be last, right? My brother was like, "Nah, Miss Phins. Atlanta's leading their division." I'm like, "No, they're not." And yeah, they are actually. Atlanta right now is number one in the NFC South. Oh God, they are 6-6. Tampa Bay is 5-7. New Orleans is 5-7. And yes, the Carolina Panthers hold the number one pick, but they gave that to the Bears. So technically, the Bears too at 1-11. What a horrible division when you're 6-16 that just barely made it to 500 is the division leader. It's ridiculous. What's up, Hota Joe and Mansa Chill? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah, what else can you say about this game, guys? It was pretty bad. Desmond Ritter, 12 of 27, 121 yards, one touchdown, so at least he got some production. Tim Boyle, 14 out of 25, 148 yards, one interception. B. John Robinson, 18 carries, 53 yards. Dalvin Cook, 9 carries, 35 yards for the jerseys. Kyle Pitts, 4 receptions for 51. And Gibbs, 5 receptions, 77 for the Jets. I mean, there's really not much more that you can say about this game. I mean, it was even the time of possession was practically 30 minutes to 30 minutes. It was practically even. Their first downs, Atlanta had 15, the Jets had 14. The difference is the Jets also had 3 turnovers. Okay. And the Jets actually had way more total yards than Atlanta did. But Atlanta was able to capitalize on the points. 194 yards for Carolina versus 259 for the Jets. And somehow it still made this game, in my opinion, unwatchable. You just can't. You can't. This is just such horrible play. One good thing that I can tell you this though, that it's literally solidifying the fact that the Miami Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. Like, seriously. Seriously. That's all I'm saying. I'm very much happy. Very much happy with the fact that we reign supreme and these teams are literally helping our case. There's nothing else that you can do. And the Jets, their next game right now, they're out of it. I know they were really trying to get to, be a winning team in contention of playoffs so that Aaron Rodgers, he's not coming back. Not to this, to get killed and then maybe even be out next year. No, it's not going to happen. Not behind that one. Then they got the Houston Texans next. They got the Dolphins. Then they got the Commanders. They got the Cleveland Browns, and then the Patriots. Houston is actually doing better, even though they're stumbling in the last couple of weeks. But I think the Jets are losing that game. Versus us, oh, we're absolutely sweeping the Jets this season. Commanders, the way they put up points, Jets are losing that game too. Cleveland, the same thing. They're able to put up points, and they got actually really good defense. And then the Patriots, oh God, I really hope that the Jets lose to the Patriots only to screw with the Patriots draft pick. That's it. I mean, that's it. And yeah, at this point, what else can you say? The Jets, you know, I had them to their lowest 7-10. Currently, right now, the Jets have barely, and I do mean barely got to 4 games. Guys, realistically speaking, the Jets might literally only win 6 games this season. And I know that some of us were out here trolling, what? The Jets only going to win 6. And we were saying this with Aaron Rodgers in mind, in the off season. I was like, I give him 7. I give him 7. Because you still got to let players, get the timing right, all that good stuff. This man, literally, the highlight to Aaron Rodgers this year was him coming out of the tunnel with the flag, which actually, I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely love. Look, America. Hello, you see my flag in the back? It was a cool scene, man. It's just, unfortunately, he got injured after 4 plays. Literally, like, it's ridiculous. Um, so yeah, their hopes and dreams is done. They don't even know if they want to. At least so far from what I'm hearing from the media and and now, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Boyle got released by the New Jersey Jets. Yes, if you didn't know, the Jets released Tim Boyle. Tim no longer boils for the New Jersey Jets. At least that was the report I saw last night. But yeah, he is no longer a New Jersey Jet. hmm Trevor Simeon so far is listed as their starter, and Zach Wilson as his backup. They got Brett Ripien as their third quarterback, obviously emergency quarterback, so that's why. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, they literally cut Tim Boyles after that game. They're like, "No, we're done." And you're like, I mean, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I really did. I absolutely thought it was hilarious. I mean, and then now reports came out. We got conflicting reports, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Wilson has been asked by the Jets, Zach, come back and play for us and be the starter because clearly it's not just you. It's this offense that super sucks, but we can't fire Nathaniel Hackett. And then Zach was like, yeah, right. you know what? I'm not trying to get injured. So, and apparently, again, allegedly, what I'm hearing, Robert Sala had to call Aaron Rodgers to tell him, to tell Sack, to be like, this is career suicide. And then you saw Eric Sala in the podium saying, look, if Zach didn't want to play here, then he wouldn't be part of the team. Yo, this hilarious. What's up, Wartime? Yo, Wartime. Yo, you are wildin' if you think the Dolphins are picking. look, look at this, people. Dang. Miami needs to hurry up and scoop up Boyle. Oh, snap. Delusional Patriots fan says, I don't blame Zach if it's true. To be honest with you, it looks like it really was a real thing at one point. And then I guess talking to Aaron Rodgers, he kind of was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put down tape for my next team. You know what I mean? Which is good. It's like this is a time for him to show he's not gonna be the savior, obviously, but at least he could put down some good stuff on tape. Zach Wilson will be a backup quarterback somewhere else, and maybe even in a few years get an opportunity to be a starter. Look at Geno Smith. Geno Smith started out, if I'm not mistaken, got drafted by the Jets. Didn't get developed, got cut, went to like six other teams, and now he is the starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks after having a ridiculously good year last year and got a bag. And this is after years of being a backup. It is possible for you to still become a starting quarterback in the NFL. And Geno Smith is probably the perfect example. And you see, Gino, he got a nice bag for being the starting quarterback. You have some offenses, you just have to be a serviceable QB. If you can protect the ball, don't make mistakes and turn over the ball, i.e., Gino, and really be able to distribute and move the ball down the field, you can get a starting position even if you were a backup for a few years. And he was probably the best example. All right, then and there. What's up, Michelle? Welcome. How you doing, girl? Good morning. Feeling a bit under the weather today, but had to catch up. Hey, listen, feel better. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Feel better. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's your recap for the Jets. It was just interesting to see. It's I was watching Richie, and man, I feel bad for him and for the Jets fan. No fan base deserves to have a bad team. No matter how much I may despise a team, Patriots, Bills, Jets. No fan base deserves to have that, man. Look, we all got bills to pay. We all work. We all dealing with, we're all trying to have our families enjoy the game that we love. We put our hard-earned money into these teams. No fan base deserves this. Okay, none. No fan base deserves this. The teams, on the other hand, the owners. Oh yeah, I don't care. The Jets deserve this. They did everything they could to put everything down for one guy. And literally the worst thing, worse than the worst thing, because I thought he'd at least last a couple games. My man didn't even last a full drive. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Not even. And anybody that says that, they weren't chuckling when he got injured a little bit. Not because him getting injured. I mean, Aaron Rodgers. But the just ridiculousness of how unlucky the Jets can be, that they do all this for Aaron Rodgers, literally get all these players from his old team. That's why they call it the New Jersey Packers. You know what I mean? He brought half the team over, brought his favorite coordinator in Nathaniel Hackett to then get injured after four plays. I did not laugh at the fact that he got injured because nobody deserves that. Listen, my brother plays football. I trust me, nobody deserves to get injured, let alone a season-ending injury like that. That super sucks. It was just the I just could you couldn't even make it up. Like it was just insane. Like did he really just? After man and the internet, I swear the memes were coming out, gone in 60 seconds. Like, not again. I'm not advocating or making fun of the fact that he actually lost his job because he got injured. It's just a situation. It's such a typical Jets thing to happen, honestly, which sucks again for the fan base. So I feel you, Jets fans. You guys don't deserve this. You don't. You guys put in work. You're one of the most loyal. And listen, anything in New York related, you're gonna not only have it as a high level focus, but even more than that because it's New York. Come on, man. It's the unofficial capital of the world. Anybody will tell you that. Anybody that knows anything will tell you New York, aka New York City, it's the unofficial capital of the world. You know what I mean? And yeah, the spotlight are there. The fans are super intense. I know this because my father from Long Island, Garden City, Long Island. So yeah, he grew up there, and I mean, New York fans, no matter what the sport is, they're extremely intense, and in the New York media, 10 times worse. So playing there is lights. The lights are they shine the brightest, so it's tough. When you lose there, ooh, it's tough. Good morning, Mike. Oxlong, welcome, welcome. But yeah, it's tough. It really is tough for them. So I hope the Jets can find a way to figure this out for their fans more than anything else. It really is just more for their fans. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Jets here. And then I didn't go over the Patriots schedule because it's ridiculous. They got the Steelers next on Thursday Night Football. When is that? Tomorrow night? Yeah. So that's another struggling offense with their quarterback being injured. This game, obviously, I'm gonna watch. You all know my brother. That's his team. Um, yeah, I mean, they got the Steelers, who I think they'll lose to the Steelers. They got the Chiefs, they'll lose to the Chiefs. They got the Broncos. At this point, the way the Broncos are playing, the Patriots, they're not trying to win. So, and Broncos need to win. So they're gonna lose to the Broncos. Bills are trying to survive for their playoffs, so they're gonna lose that one too. And then the Jets, they might win that game. So they're gonna go in the next 5 weeks 1-4 or 0-5. Literally 1-4 or 0-5. That's the Patriots' outlook for this one, guys. And honestly, what else is there to say except, dang, this AFC East, they were like, slotted to be one of the best divisions in this league, but this is rough. I mean, Patriots gonna end up being maybe 2-15 or 3-14. The Jets are gonna maybe get 6 wins if they're lucky. Belichick keep pulling out Mac because he gives them an opportunity to win. Exactly. Thank you, Greg. Seriously. Um. Yeah, that's just ridiculous. Good morning, Joe Rist. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is very interesting times in the AFC East, guys, which is why I say the Dolphins have the most opportunity to, again, number one, secure the bag when it comes to the division. And right now we do hold significant lead above our opponents, who are Patriots, Jets, Bills. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go into the standings because I want y'all to do it real quick as a cast for the upcoming games. New England 2-10. They're 1-4 away. They're gonna go to the Steelers, who are 7-5, 4-3 at home. How are the Steelers quietly 4-3? I don't know. Steelers are slotted 65% to win this game. Mac Jones is technically the starting quarterback, but at this point, I'm not sure. And we'll see. You got Kenny Pickett. He got injured again, so I don't know if he's going to be able to play. And then you got Najee Harris for Pittsburgh. For Pittsburgh, um, he's been having better play so far. He's got 4 touchdowns this season, 661 yards, so that's not too bad. Ramondre Stevenson got 4 touchdowns, 619 yards for the Patriots, so we'll see what happens there. And then George Pickens for the Steelers, 3 touchdowns so far, 748 yards this season. He should be able to get another one this week. And then you got Douglas, 410 yards for the Patriots. Everybody questionable. Patriots got Wheatley Jr. on IR. They got Booty questionable, Juju questionable, Parker questionable, Douglas questionable. Juju's always questionable, and the Vontae, that's the story of his life. Pittsburgh got Landon Roberts, which, by the way, my brother absolutely loves. And Landon Roberts, he's questionable. Najee's questionable. Mason Cole's questionable. Keanu Benton, their DT, is questionable. James Pierre, their corner, is questionable as well. So we'll see. Should be very interesting. Patriots 5 losses in the last 5 weeks. Steelers 3-2 actually. But they did just lose badly to the Cardinals 24-10. So we'll see how that goes. And Pittsburgh right now, they're number 2 in their division. Behind, can you believe this? I had them slotted as being last in their division. And yeah, what's up, Phins 209? Welcome, Phins in the house, literally in the house. What's up? How you doing? I'm gonna answer your question in a second here. Let me go over this real quick. I had Pittsburgh being last in their division. Pittsburgh right now is sitting 7-5, ladies and gentlemen, right behind Baltimore, who's 9-3, and they're the second team in the AFC. Yo, I think Pittsburgh's making the playoffs, guys. Cleveland right now, not having Deshaun, him going down. We already know that Cincinnati is just technically the entire division is still available for the playoffs. We know this, but I think the team that has the best chance is still going to be Pittsburgh, even with their injuries and stuff. So we'll see. That's going to be interesting. Then you have you got Houston and you got the Texans. God, 65% Texans are going to win this game. You got CJ Stroud coming out here, arguably making his case for Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,500 yards over that. Zach Wilson, literally the best QB that the Jets have. 6 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 1944 yards. David Singletary for Houston, 525 yards, 2 touchdowns. Brees Hall, 2 touchdowns, 585 yards. Nico Collins came out of nowhere, in my opinion, guys. 999 yards. He's about to be 1,000-yard receiver with 6 touchdowns for Houston. Congratulations, man. Young player. Awesome for him. You got Garrett Wilson is 745 yards, 3 touchdowns. We'll see what ends up happening. Again, we already know Jets are third in the division at 4-8. They're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, so they're done. Houston, though, behind the Indianapolis and Jacksonville, is the third team in their division at 7-5. They're tied with Indianapolis, but they lost a head-to-head matchup with Indy, which is why they are third and not second behind Jacksonville. Jacksonville has stumbled in the last few weeks, so we'll see how the AFC South end up shaping up. Tennessee is out of it. Houston and Indianapolis still have a shot at the playoffs. And in my opinion, I still think the Jags are going to win that division. And they're probably going to end up coming in third overall after Dolphins and Ravens. So, and that's only because they lost last Monday night. Had they not lost Monday night, they would have gone 9-3, tying with us. Then they would have been the number one team in the AFC. But because they lost on Monday night, they're 8-4, making them the third team in the AFC, just ahead of Kansas City. So that's gonna be an interesting game. I mean, we got to see exactly what ends up happening with those teams. And then the Bills, like I said, the Bills they have uh, the Bills have the Kansas City Chiefs. Honestly, you already know Kansas City is number one in their division, as we just literally said. This is gonna be an interesting game. It's a 4 o'clock game on Sunday. Bills are second in the AFC East, obviously at 6-6 and 1-4 away. They're traveling to the Chiefs 8-4, 4-2 away. Bills are slotted to, at least according to the ESPN analytics, 55%. The Bills are set to win this game. Obviously, Trash Allen, you see him 24 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, leads the league in interceptions. You got Patty Mahomes, 22 touchdowns, 10 interceptions right behind him. James Cook, one touchdown, 731 yards rushing for Buffalo. Isaiah Pacheco, 779 yards, 6 touchdowns. I know he got injured the last game, but hopefully he will be able to play this game. We will see. Obviously, Travis Kelsey, their only weapon over there besides Pacheco, 813 yards, 5 touchdowns. And Diggs at 969 yards. Still hasn't hit 1,000 yet. He's got a total of 8 touchdowns. Um, and yeah, I mean, right now Kansas City has McKinnon, Cook, Smith, and Tenko all questionable. Bills only have Taylor Rapp and Dane Johnson as questionable, so we'll have to see. Kansas City 8-4 again. They're gonna win their division. Denver is behind them at 6-6. Denver's still alive technically for the playoffs. We'll see what happens with them. But Kansas City is definitely gonna take this division. But will they lose another game? In my opinion, if the Kansas City Chiefs lose one more game, they will solidify themselves as the fourth team in the AFC. Because again, you have three teams above them that are 9-3. So there's just no way you can. If those teams win out, there's no way they can catch in the losing um, column. You know, Bills by 10 over Kansas City on the road. That is bold, nice one. Timothy, you got Bills by 10. I don't know about all that, but we'll see. Now we had a really good question being asked here, and I can't wait to answer. As you know, guys know, I love my planes, and I wanna discuss some stuff. Again, I'm not gonna go a little bit too in depth because, uh, you know, hate is gonna hate whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, your Miami Dolphins, number one in the division, number one in the AFC. Thank you very much. And right now, this is the first time we've been 9-3 since 2001 by beating the Commanders 45-15, dropping a 40 burger on them, beating them by 30 points. And if we're being honest, it should have been a lot less points than that for them. But it is what it is. Um, the Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins, they did their job. Came out here, were very, 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 very productive. And they were able to make it happen. And right now, Washington, they're last in their division in the NFC East. And guess what? They're out of it. They're done. Them and the New York Giants are out of it at 4-8. Dallas is second in the division at 9-3, only because Philadelphia, excuse me, is 10-2. So yeah, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because that's an interesting division. Dallas obviously is going to make the playoffs, but they have an opportunity to. If Philly loses one more time, they technically have an opportunity. I'm not sure who has a head-to-head matchup. I'd have to double check, but that's going to be very interesting in the NFC how that shapes out to be, especially in the NFC East. But again, Miami Dolphins 9-3. I mean, we are owning it. We are owning it. As far as scoring drives, you start out the first quarter, Tyreek touchdown. Jason Sanders 49-yard field goal. Andrew Van Ginkel with that beautiful pick six looking like Thor, like doom 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 doom. And man, whoever took that picture of him, yo, I was like, jeez, it's a really good picture. But that man, you saw it. You saw it. They definitely discussed it as far as the tendencies of that O line for Washington, and it was broken down by the coaches. And Andrew Van Ginkel made it a point to really make sure he studied that O line. And when that happened, I forgot what the specific move that lineman that tackle did. He knew, oh, this is it, and he just read that one through 100%. If you see, it was bang bang. That ball was out. Ginkel was there, completely intercepted it, and took it for 33-yard pick six. Like, I mean, it was beautiful. 33 yards, 6 seconds it took him to do that. Yeah, very happy about that. Second quarter, Washington, Sam Howell gets that 1 yard touchdown. Then we scored two more touchdowns, one with Tyreek, one with Mostert. Third quarter, Achan with the 4 yard touchdown. And somehow another 13-yard run touchdown. And then we capped it off in the fourth quarter with Achan getting that 2 yard touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, right now the AFC runs through Miami. And Phins 209 had a great question. He said, Miss Phins, do you think the Dolphins win the last three games? And you know what? We got to talk about that because for a couple of things. Let me see if I can find this. I can highlight. It was such a great question. I appreciate you, Finch 209. Miss Finch, you should add a Thor emoji. I might have to. Seriously. Well, I gotta get more. The way they do the emojis, guys, and good looking out, Michelle. I'm for that. Is you have to have a certain amount of members to have more emojis. So once we get there, we can add more emojis. But seriously, Miss Fans, do you think the Dolphins win the last three games? Well, I can answer that question very simply. It's not about the last three games. What do you mean, Miss Fans? It's simple. Who cares about the last three games if we draft the next three or the next two? It'll be the same thing. You see what I mean? For the Dolphins and the way our schedule is set up right now, you guys already know. Dolphins, we got who? We're fine. We got a three-game in the last 5 games, ladies and gentlemen. The Dolphins have 4 home games, one away. 4 home games, one away. What's up, Canes? How you doing, sir? New Finland, welcome. Good morning. 4 home games, one away. This is why I say it don't matter what we do in the last if we can't take care of the next two we have. We got Tennessee at home. We have to win this game. It's a conference game. And then we got the Jets at home, which is a double whammy. It's a conference and a divisional game. We need both games to keep our dominance in the AFC. That's the only way we can do it. Literally, Out of the 5 games, only one is out of conference, and that's the Dallas game. That's the only game we can technically lose, and it really won't affect us as much, except the win and loss column, obviously. But it won't affect us as much. It won't hurt us as much as losing any other of the 4 games, because all 4 of them are conference game, and 2 of them are conference and divisional games. You see what I mean? Exactly, Michelle. One game at a time. That's what we got to do. And I know as fans, we can look forward. We can, okay, how's our team doing? What do we project? Where do we see that we're gonna have issues? Obviously, um with the team and so on and so forth. And you would think, like, no, Miss Fans, Dolphins are gonna be able to go ahead and what am I doing? Dolphins are gonna be able to go ahead and realistically give you exactly what you want from them. And I get that. And I get that. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with wanting your team to progress, wanting your team to be good. I get that. But we do have to consider that the last 3 won't matter if we don't take care of the next one and the next 2. You see? So, what do I think about the last 3 games? If the Miami Dolphins do what they're supposed to do, which is beat on the inferior teams, which we have been able to, and dominate on those games, we should be able to dominate versus the Derrick Henry-less Tennessee Titans, who right now have way too many issues to try to go over. Okay. And then you have the New Jersey Jets, who you just proved they're not, even the defense quit on them. Even the defense quit on them. So right now, if the Dolphins do what they need to do, they take care of those 2 games, and we go 11-3, and though both of them are at home, then we'll have that Christmas Eve game with Dallas. That's gonna be a tough game, guys. You're dealing with a Dallas team that doesn't just have the defense; they got the offense to put a point. They drop 40 on you without blinking. Now, when it comes to, because again, no offense goes up against another offense; they go up against the defense. When it comes to us and the Dallas game and the Dallas team, their our defense versus their offense, I feel very confident with. Very confident with. I think that our defense has exactly what we need to be able to go ahead and stop them. As you guys know, Dak Prescott loves to throw that rock. Tony Pollard has been a serviceable running back for them. Obviously, he didn't have the huge impact he did like last year, because guess what? All of the defenders were going towards Elliott, and Tony Pollard was able to eat off of that. Now that he's a man, all the attention is towards him. So he's had a really good season, just not to the point that I guess they were expecting. We can absolutely slow down their offense. It's going to be tough to stop them, but we can slow them down. We have. We have slowed down high powered offenses. Dallas Cowboys are a high powered offense. Our defense, the way it's set up, with the way that Vic Fangio is utilizing our guys, between that secondary, to be honest with you, I think that's really going to diminish. We're going to make them into a running team, and we're good as a running team, as a run defensive team. So, in my opinion, this is an absolutely winnable game for the defense to go up against their offense. Absolutely. And I do believe that we'll be able to keep their score fairly manageable. To be honest with you, under 20, in my opinion. Could be 17, could be 19. But I do believe our defense can stop them and keep them under 20. This is where my concern hits our offense versus their defense. That's where my concern is. Right there. Our offense versus their defense. Because their defense is stout. They have a playoff defense. There is, man, Michael Parsons, yo. That man alone, one man wrecking crew. You have to respect that defense. The Cowboys defense is a real defense. You must respect them. And so I know some of us are gonna say, I'm not worried about the Cowboys. What? They always drop balls. They always, have a collapse. Hey, I hear that about us all the time. But you have to be, the team will not take that approach. They better not, because they will lose and lose badly to, to the Cowboys. But the Cowboys aren't unbeatable. They are absolutely beatable. So yeah, that's my main concern is our offense versus their defense. They got a stout defense. And our offense has to step up versus a really good defense. We'll see what that happens, because that'll be a playoff defense we go up against versus Dallas. Same thing with Baltimore. That's a playoff team that we're going to be going up against. You know? And again, their offense versus our defense, I feel very confident in. I feel very confident in. I feel very good about their offense versus our defense. Yeah, I feel very confident in that. Where again, my hesitation is, it's actually kind of, it's actually it's weird. Uh, with Baltimore, if they had Mark Andrews, then I would have been like, ugh, I don't know about their offense, man. But they don't have Mark Andrews anymore. That's his number one weapon. Yeah, he's got weapons here and there, but no, no. This is not the same Ravens, and don't get me wrong, they're still be effective. They're gonna get some plays through. But no way on earth are they the same team without Mark Andrews. That is his boy, his safety blanket, and I mean Lamar, in case you were wondering. Lamar Jackson. So right now, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that AFC playing the Ravens, that's gonna be a testament. That's that away game. It's the last away game we have. That's gonna be rough, but we've beat them before. We've beat them before. So yeah, it's gonna be a very tough game, but that's a winnable game for us. Period. And then versus Buffalo, I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo again. It all depends on how Buffalo's looking. Are they gonna play spoiler, or are they gonna be playing for a playoff spot? I know people want to say, "Oh, if the Dolphins have the division wrapped up, they're gonna sit down and bench." Please, what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? I said this not 2 weeks ago. The Dolphins have no business in sitting anybody down. Period. Because yes, we know this. We got the division, in my opinion. Nobody's beating us. We are 3 games above, I believe 2.5 games above. Like the Bills, who are, you know what I mean? There's no way am I seeing this team not win this division, period. They're winning. We're winning this division as the Dolphins. Everybody knows this. It's done, and I'm gonna show you in a second. And the thing is, tomorrow I'm gonna have a specific show to break all of this down for you. Very beautiful, very beautiful fashion. We have the best odds to get into the Super Bowl, people. Right now, after this past week, there's a reason for that. But we're gonna be playing for seeding to the very end of the season. In my opinion, Baltimore locks up the sitting positions. Week 17. Whoever wins that game will win and be number one and have that first round bye, in my opinion. I've already looked at the playoff picture and all that good stuff. And again, we're going to talk about it in detail tomorrow, and I can't wait. But I'm serious, guys. Like, this right here, literally this right here. That Baltimore game, it's for seeding. And even if you're not gonna sit your play. Let's say we do get the first round bye. You're not sitting your players for 2 weeks. you will lose the next game. Always happens. Always happens. And we struggle and come out slow after a bye. So, yeah, I'm not seeing us sitting anybody down, especially when Bills are going to be out here trying to play for their lives. I think it will come down for them to see if they have a shot in the dark to get into the playoffs. Because again, there's too many other teams with similar records. Unless they go on a tear and beat every team, including us, guys, Bills aren't making the postseason unless they win out. And because of that, no, I don't see us sitting anybody down. In my opinion, the toughest game is going to be the Dallas game. That's going to be the toughest game. And we have an advantage. It's at home. We're not playing in Dallas. It's going to be a very cold game. It's going to be a very fun game to watch. I expect it to be a high scoring game. I do. But that's going to be the toughest game because that one comes first. That's going to be a very tough game. But again, ladies and gentlemen, 1 week at a time. 1 week at a time. Dolphins take care of Titans this week. Next week we take care and sweep the Jets. We go 5-1 in the division. Week after that, we stay at home and actually take care of the Dallas Cowboys. At that point, where are we? 12-3. We literally have a shot of being 14 and like guys, we can win out. We have the team to win out. It's kind of scary to talk about that. It really is because I'm so it's so surreal, guys. As a Dolphin fan, when you go through years of misery, and it's not even like full misery. Like at least the Jets, they've always sucked. Never had a winning record really. Barely got to 500. We have been the most mediocre. I mean, I'm talking literally. Take a look at it. I know I did. The most 500 team, middle of the road team, not good enough to get into the playoffs, but not bad enough to have a top 5 pick. It's like literal purgatory, guys. It's the worst position you could be in my opinion. Good enough to not have a high draft pick, but bad enough to not be able to make the playoffs. It's like, what? We lose at both ends. At least the Jets always had a high draft pick because they suck so much. We haven't. Like, we have been the definition of a mediocre 500 team for the last 600 years. That's how much it feels like. So, yeah, I'm just saying. Finally, the fact that we can literally win out and go 14-3, guys, it's over. Kansas City's not winning. They're done. This is the year they sit back. They'll make the playoffs. They'll make some in the wild card round. But this is not that championship team. The AFC will run through Miami. And can you imagine? First ever divisional game. Win that puppy. Conference game. Win that puppy. And coming out here and get that AFC championship at home. Guys, it's such a great time to be Miami Dolphin. That's all I can say. It's such a great time to be a Miami Dolphin. Delusional says Jets have had a lot of high draft picks. Yes, they have. They have sucked enough to be able to have a high draft pick. We haven't. We're just too good, but not good enough. It's so horrible. Rest up, but I agree with Miss Fins. The starters have to play some of the last game, or they are too rusty. Exactly. I expect. Listen, week 18 versus the Bills. I expect us to play half. Our starters to play half the game. Half the game. At minimum, the first quarter. Max half the game. And then take everybody out. Whatever happens, happens. But there's no way we're not playing our starters that last game. People are nuts if they think that it's those opinions. Not the people, but the opinions are nuts to think that we wouldn't play our guys. Like, no, you're gonna come out to finally make it to the postseason, finally get the first round bye, and then what? Lose? Oh God, let that not happen. You know what I mean? Seriously, this is the offseason where two teams other than Kansas City and Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Guys, it very much will be Dolphins Niners Super Bowl. Heck, and if the Lions take care of stuff and somehow look, I want it to be Dolphins Lions, and let me explain why. Not because I'm scared of either 49ers or Eagles, not at all. But because if we end up losing the Super Bowl, which would super suck, at least Detroit gets to have their first ever Super Bowl. So I'm like, you know what? As a football fan, I'm happy for Detroit. You know what I mean? But hell no, I'm trying to win this. So yeah, that 49ers Marino Revenge Bowl, dude, Raccoon, you are 1,000% right. Wait, what the Master Chill says? I'm not worried about any team at this point. I just want us to stay healthy for the playoffs. Master Chill, you're 100% right, sir. 100%. I just hope we're not last year's Vikings go 13-4 and lose first round. I mean, Lions not being Super Bowl, you don't think so? Okay. We'll be playing the 49ers, unfortunately. And what if we do play the 49ers? So? So what if they have just literal Mr. Irrelevant as their quarterback, arguably one of the greatest running backs of all time in Christian McCaffrey, and one of the best offenses in the last 10 years in that 49ers offense. So what? So what they got Nick Bosa? So what they got all these other players in that stout defense? Who cares? I believe in my team. We made the Super Bowl and we go up against the 49ers. The Miami Dolphins are winning the Super Bowl. And not by a freaking kick 67 yards away. But I mean pure dominance. Yeah. Pure dominance. CB with the tour, Leroy. Love it. Flavor J, welcome. But seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, what else can you say? The Dolphins reign supreme. And I know, and I keep hearing it, and I'm like, stop it, people. Stop. Stop. It's over. There is no Super Bowl window past this year, in my opinion. Look, every year we got a shot at the Super Bowl. Look, I'm still going for the Super Bowl, even if we don't make it this year. What I'm saying is the Miami Dolphins will not have a better opportunity to get the Super Bowl than this year. The AFC is tender meat right now. It is ripe for the taking. No team is dominating right now the AFC. The Chiefs are done. They have no offense, man. And you got half a Baltimore team. You got the Jaguars that are stumbling. Now Trevor, oh God, now with Trevor being injured and ETN that I saw was also injured, they're going to stumble a little bit. The only legitimate team powerhouse that, yes, the mainstream media can stand, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so happy. It's the Miami Dolphins. And we're owning this. And I can't wait till they add Hard Knocks part of our Super Bowl run video. And I'm going to be crying with every other grown men will be crying alongside with me when the Dolphins win the Super Bowl, guys, this year. Making the Super Bowl is hard. Of course, it's hard. Delusional. Nobody's saying making a Super Bowl is easy. It's a Super Bowl for a reason. Any championship you make, regardless of the team, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But this team absolutely has what it takes to not just win the division. We have what it takes. We would have made it easier on us had we, I don't know, beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But regardless, this is divisional championship is ours. First round bye is absolutely ours for the taking. And ladies and gentlemen, your Miami Dolphins, the way we're looking at, and I'm trying not to show it. I'm gonna pull it up because it's just so beautiful, so beautiful. But keep in mind, tomorrow we are gonna really deep dive this puppy, and I mean deep dive, guys. But I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you real quick because it's beautiful, man. It's flipping beautiful. But look at that. Look at us in the division, man. Look at us. Look at us. Look at where we are. 3 game win streak, 118 plus point differential, 6-2 in the conference, 3-1 in the division, 4-3 away, 5-0 at home. We're 9-3, ladies and gentlemen. This is a team we gotta rally. I know we always have something. We always have something we're gonna complain about and we're gonna be upset about. But guess what? It's okay. Complain, critique, be cautious about it. Nothing wrong with that. I'm cautiously optimistic too. But you gotta also enjoy this, guys. We gotta enjoy every single game. And some people are gonna tell you, forget it, the Dolphins are gonna go down. Blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Let those people say what they wanna say. Ignore them. This is it. This is ours. We, the fans, we gotta enjoy this. We gotta enjoy this. This doesn't come around for us all the time, guys. It doesn't, and now is the time. If you're not gonna enjoy it now, when are you gonna enjoy it? This is the time for us to take it in and to enjoy this. Whoo! Let me get, if you're enjoying this with me and enjoying where we are right now, guys, let me see a fins up in that comment section, guys. Give me a fins up, man. Exactly, CB83. This is our time. It's our month. This is the moment. This is the time. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, give me that fins up. Show me your love for this team. And shout out to Dolphins Thirsty with our first super chat. Thank you so much, Dolphins Thirsty. Oh my God. Hey, with that $5 donation, thank you for helping me to get to 500 subscribers. Yay! Shout out to Dolphins Thirsty getting to 500 subscribers. Man, I'm so happy for you. Very happy for you. I know that's the first step, honestly, and you're going to get your watch hours and get all that done. And We're gonna enjoy it together, man. And you're halfway there to that 1,000 subscribers, and one day at a time. I'll tell you that. So congratulations, Dolphins Thirsty. And if you haven't done so already, do me a favor, go to Dolphins Thirsty and go subscribe right now. He's killing it with great shows. You see him at 10 a.m. So go check him out as well. And we got some great content creators, man, in this beautiful fan base. I'm telling you right now, we really do, and he's definitely one of them. So shout out to him and shout out to CB83. I see you in the building, sir. Go check him out. Absolutely, go check him out. As well, and go subscribe to him. Another great content creator right there. And I'm loving it. Look at all these fins up, man. Let's go with the fins. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, guys, let's go with the fins up. Let's do this. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, guys. Yeah, absolutely. Let's fins up the comment section. Typed manually. Can't find my icons this morning. It's okay. I guess you found them. Yep, yep. Absolutely. Yo, he's halfway there. Exactly. Fins up, guys. Man, absolutely. 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 I agree 1,000%. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to enjoy this. And now look at the conference. Again, tomorrow we're going to deep dive into this. And trust me, I got some stuff that you guys are going to want to see. But look at this. We're supreme. We're number one. I am number one. No matter if you like it. Let me not, because I'm not trying to get copywritten, but guys, enjoy this. Enjoy this. Look at them dolphins. Look at them dolphins, man. It looks good. And mathematically eliminated, guys. Chargers, Raiders, Jets, Titans, Patriots are done. Bills are barely hanging through. One more loss to either the Bills, Bengals, Broncos. In my opinion, they'll be done, and it'll come down to the Colts, Jets, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh as the ones fighting for those. So yeah. How many wins do you have? Miami getting after the Jets. So Dallas, Baltimore, and Buffalo. So again, if we end up Finch 209, thank you again for a great, great question. Another, I love this. We literally started singing at the same time. I am the one. Exactly. Of course, Michelle, of course. Another great question from Fins 209. Guys, and remember, put in Miss Fins so I can see your questions. But yeah, how many wins do we have? So in the last three games, if we were to go ahead and beat Tennessee like we're supposed to, beat the Jets like we're supposed to, that puts us at 11-3. Then you got Cowboys, Ravens, Bills. I realistically speaking, 2-1. 2-1. Which one we lose? Up to the Dolphins. If we beat Dallas and Ravens but lose to the Bills, did we seat everybody? Did we just not care? Were we trying to ease it up, trying to stay healthy for the playoffs? So many factors that can happen. But I say 2-1. Going 1-2, I don't see that happening, but it's very likely. Going 0-3 is absolutely likely. Just like going 3-0 is likely too. I want to say my super homer me is saying we're going 3-0, baby. Yeah, let's do it. Uh, but I would say, I would say more than likely we'll end up going 2-1. Which one of those three? Again, they're the playoff teams we got to beat. So we'll see. We'll see. CB83, enjoy work, sir. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, we gotta go and see. We gotta see. But I would say 2-1. 2-1, and take your pick. I don't. W- If we go 2-1, I want it to be Dallas, the one that we lose. I could care less about pride free. I don't care. It's a non-conference game. It won't hurt us as much. But Baltimore and Bills, they hold the biggest weight. You know what I mean? So yeah, if we're gonna go 2-1, I'd rather win the last two and lose to the Cowboys. I don't care. Forget it. Sucks. Back to back seasons of Christmas games and Christmas Eve losing, but ooh, ooh, oh, what happened? Eyeball down, eyeball down. Ugh, got some in my eye, guys. Anywho, but yeah, so that's what I'm thinking here. Hmm, that would be it. 2-1 is what I'm thinking. To be honest with you, we're winning all three. Yeah. Hey, I'm with you, Greg. What does it take to be number one, number two? Nobody remembers. To be number one, we'd have to have the number one position. To be number two, we'd have to have the number two position. Just messing with you, Timothy. But realistically speaking, in order for us to be number one, a couple factors do go into it. Obviously, by us winning out, we solidify that. Right now, the head-to-head matchup we don't have versus the Baltimore. Kansas City holds half a game above us because they beat us early in the season. The only one that we would, if we won the tiebreaker, the only real way is by beating Baltimore. We can secure the number one spot. At week 17, that's when we can secure it. Week 18, I think we'll have it by then. But if we were to win all the way up to week 17, week 18 might not matter as much when it comes to seeding. We might have locked it up by then. So. Oh, ha. That was you finishing the song? Okay, okay. Well, hey, it's it's all about Monday night right now, and today's the most important day there is. Yeah, and we'll keep blitzing Lamar again. I don't know. Fangio's gonna use the blitz however he sees fit. So far, I'm loving my pass rush. I mean, did you not see the Ginkinator? I mean, yeah. Dolphins wins equals seeding go as follows: 0 and 5, 7 seed, with Colts and Browns losing two games. 1 and 4, 6 seed, 6 seeds tops. 2 and 3, oh, and the next five, got it. Fifth seed tops. 3 and 3, fourth seed. 4 and 2, third seed. In that same fashion, 5 and 1 would be second seed. Or, in my opinion, again, if that 5 and 1 ends up being versus the Cowboys that we lose because it's non-conference, we can be number one. So, thanks for your assistance. Thanks for the assistance. Brandon Jones is dangerous on that blitz, man. I want to see more. It is. It is. It is. I want to win the Super Bowl, but also eliminate the Bills on the last game. Why not? That's a twofer for me too, sir. I'll take that twofer any day. I can't stand the Bills. Oh God, I can't. Yo, I literally can't. The fans is different. You know what I mean? We're fans. We're all fans. I fan, you fan, we all fans. But the team itself, I can't stand the team. I can't. I can't. Bills already finished. Greg, I know a lot of people want to say that, but technically they're not. Dolphin Don says, I predict JPP, Jason Pierre Paul, will have an impact play for us along the way. Hey, possible. Absolutely possible. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is your AFC East recap. Thank you so much for coming through, man. I had a blast, as always. I know you did too. And if you didn't, then I don't tell you. You must not be a Dolphins fan. Because guess what? Dolphin fans are real happy. That's all I know. Being number one in the division, number one in the conference. Guys, we are number two in the league. I didn't show you that because I want to show you tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you tomorrow, baby. And check it out tonight. We got another league wide Wednesdays with myself, Miss Phins, and Mr. Color Commentary. We're going to be discussing a phenomenal show tonight. I have a lot of work to do to get prepped for that game because I forgot something. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be enjoying that game and really making it happen, honestly. Because tonight's gonna be great. Hey, shout out to Greg Neal with that $10 Cash App donation. Thank you so much, Greg. Man, I really appreciate it. Seriously, you guys don't even know. Literally, everything goes right back to the channel. I appreciate all of you guys' kind words. Great show, Miss Phins. Thank you, Cosmic Raccoon. This is a Miss Phins gear. Yes, it is. It's phenomenal. I'm loving every second of it, and I'm loving the fact that I get to do it with you guys. So thank you so much, guys, for supporting Miss Phins. Everybody on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much for watching. We're growing the channel. We're growing everything. It's one day at a time. It could only be done because of you guys, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here and supporting like you do. Again, thank you, Greg, for that $10 Cash App donation. I appreciate it. Shout out to Dolphins Thirsty too with that $5 donation to the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. And everybody else that joins in and comments on the day, I appreciate it too because it makes the day go by awesome, guys. And you know what? Like I say, you can find Miss Phins Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern, every Monday to Friday. And if you'd like to also become part of the family, go ahead and become part of the family. Become part of the family and join our members. And a special thanks to all of our members, man, making it through and making it happen. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Again, this is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much again for a great AFC show. Check it out tonight, 8 p.m. With myself and Mr. Cole Commentary for League Wide Wednesday. Let's get her done. Take care, guys. You guys are the best, and I will see you tonight. Peace.